What's going on, guys? Dan back here with the Regular Guy Garage. Trying to go racing today, and one small thing that's still nagging me with this car is the coolant temperature just keeps creeping up slowly but surely. Like it just keeps creeping up very slowly. And so I've changed the radiator. This is an SVE radiator. I've changed the thermostat like 4 different times. I put the electric fans on it. Nothing really seems to be working. I've gone from a cold thermostat to a little bit hotter. It's like a 180 thermostat, and literally nothing is working. So what I'm gonna do now is change the water pump. Now this is just the standard, regular, remanufactured, cheap water pump. It was, like $30 or whatever from O'Reilly's. So I bought a heavy duty water pump from Advanced Auto. It's, just the regular stock. It's a little bit more expensive. I think it's about $50, but it says it flows more coolant, increased cooling capacity for heavy duty, a heavy duty version or whatever. So hopefully that helps us. Also, what I got was a thermostat, another one. It's, same temperature, but it is the, it's one of these guys. So we're gonna see if that fixes it. So I'm gonna get this stuff changed really quick. The fun thing about going racing tonight is we're gonna be able to do quarter-mile racing because I'm going to a different track. It's a little further away, but as long as I get this finished up, which I'm pretty sure I can, it's an easy job. No leaks, and then, hopefully it cures our issue. If not, we could still run the car. Like I said, if it's just, sitting here idling over time, it creeps up over 205, which I know it's okay, but with the way the cooling system and everything's set up, it shouldn't creep up that high. So this is kind of cool. They got this little petcock here, so you can drain the coolant and stuff. And for some reason, so I'm actually closing it, right? So closed, and then open is this way. And as you can see, nothing is coming out of it. But, it's full. So that's awesome. Whatever, I'll just loosen the whole thing and take it out, which, ridiculous, but whatever. All right, guys, about to get the car all hooked up. Head on out to Rockingham Dragway. It's a quarter-mile track, so we'll get to see what the car actually does in the quarter mile. My honest-to-God goal for the car is an 11.99, but, I'm judging off the 8th mile times where I'm at with the car. I really think I'm going to be in the 12.1, maybe 12.0 range, but if I can squeak out an 11.99, I'll be super happy with that. So I'm going to get the car hooked up, and then we'll start heading out. All right, guys, so first pass felt pretty good. It kind of hesitated off the line, and I really wish they would have given me a 60-foot because I was really curious. I think it was pretty slow to the 60-foot compared to what I'm normally used to, but overall, we actually had an 1/8 mile best. I mean, a 330-foot best. We had bests all around, actually, and then our first ever quarter-mile pass. I really didn't think it was going to be this fast. I thought it was going to be more in the 12:1, maybe 12:2 range, but I'm really happy with a 12:006. Almost 114 miles an hour. I mean, I was pretty surprised with that as well. The car I ran was a 6th-gen Camaro. It was a Prey Performance Camaro. You know, I saw them pull it off the trailer. I knew it was going to run really well. So, you know, whatever. I'm not out here racing car for car. I'm more trying to just see what I could do. But this is, you know, first pass off the trailer, 12:006. I mean, if we can back this up, this is, you know, maybe it's a 12:0 bracket car. Guys, so second pass, I really wanted to get this 1199, and here it is, 1199.3 at 113.5. Again, best all around. We got, you know, 490 half track, and then, well, for the 8th mile. And then, you know, 766, that's another personal best. A little bit slower on the mile an hour, and the changes that I made for this pass where I took out a little bit of fuel. Around 5,800, it's still super rich. So I took a little bit of fuel out. That kind of really didn't matter. Plus, I added a degree of timing, and I honestly think the degree didn't really help either. I just felt like I had a much better 60-foot. So I left a little bit harder from the, you know, on the light. So I really feel like that degree of timing didn't do anything. I pulled the degree back out. Overall, really happy to get this, you know, 1199. All right, guys, so we just got back from racing. As you saw, both of those passes went really well. Engine's running good. even though it's not really tuned yet. But, you know, air fuels are right, timing is okay. Got a small little water leak. I need to change this thermostat housing. I don't know what it is, but this thermostat housing leaks every time around here, so I'm going to order another one. It's not really like leaking, it's just kind of seeping. But all right, guys, so as you saw, the racing went really well, but we got ways to go faster already. So in this box is an entire rear end kit. The trans, I don't think it's a trans, but when I put the vehicle in, when I put the transmission in reverse, it bangs really hard, and the pinion flange for the rear was loose. I went ahead and tightened it. However, from that day forward, I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and do a whole rear end rebuild. So eventually I'm gonna do a spool in the rear, which if you don't know what a spool is, it's basically just a solid piece that connects the rear, so there's no actual clutches, so both tires will just spin simultaneously. I do have I bought a set of Yukon 411 rear gears, so that install will be coming here in the very near future, along with the tune, which we're going to get the tune next week. For that, we're going to be going racing again, 8th mile, to try and see if we can cut the time in a little more. Would love to get low 760s, maybe a 750 in there, 8th mile time, but you know, they need a little bit more seat time. Might need to make one little extra change for some weight reduction. I didn't think I was going to get down into the 11-second range, but just to kind of think about how far I've come with the car. When I bought the car and it was just a stock 302, it was a really tired 302 at that. Plus it was a 5-speed that was ruined. To have it, to basically pull the engine out myself, build the whole entire thing myself, make the C4 conversion myself, every little thing I did on this car by myself, and then to go out and run 1199, it feels really good. These cars were really, I had a 90 back in the day that would run, 14.4, and I thought I thought it was fast. So, 1199, that's a really respectable number. Guy next to me had a 2020 Camaro with an intake, tune, and exhaust, and we were running the same times. So the fact that this car on pump gas, all motor, keeping up with those cars, a 2020 Camaro, I couldn't be happier. Obviously this is not where this car is going to end. I have, as you know, if you don't know, very big plans for this car. I want to do a 599 8th mile, and then I'm sure when I get there, I'll probably want to do a 499. But either way, I am ecstatic. An 1199 quarter mile time. Built this car by myself, all motor, no power adders. And I know there's guys out there running, slower with power adders. Granted, they're, stick cars or whatever. Either way, I'm really proud of myself. Happy moment for myself. I didn't break anything, thankfully. Everything held up really well. But we got the tune coming up this next week. My son's coming down. I'll have him, so we're going to go out racing again. So there will be more racing next week. Hopefully we can do we can best our 8th mile time. We're going to do some 8th mile racing next week. But if you guys like the video, be sure to give it a like. We got a lot more to come with this car, a lot more racing to do. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. If you don't follow me on Instagram, @RegularGuyGarage. I don't post often, but I do post sometimes. As always, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.